switching gears, in regards to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, a cool thing has been announced that there will be a patch coming soon. Along with that, there's also been the announcements of new character. May 13th, announced at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's a really exciting time in the Nick community. It's always cool to get a new patch for sure. There's kind of been some restlessness in the community though, in terms of just balancing though, because of course, I think we're a community that's really used to really frequent patches. Like the last patch was, I think like mid-March, and like people got talk about like it's been a while ago. It's like it hasn't been too long for sure. And I remember like not too far back, I made this tweet right here. The rants and complaints on Nick Brawl character balance just get me exasperated. If you look laterally at fighting games as a whole, there's always characters that are very good and frustrating to fight. I can assure you the balance isn't that bad. Because hearing how some people talk about this game, man, you definitely often see people in the community complaining about characters like Shredder, like April, like Zim and Nigel. Those are the main four right now that really mentions. Even if you look at my tier list I made, if I can find that as well. Yeah, even on my tier list, you can even see that kind of just coincides with what you can see here. So as you can see reflected by this tier list, I think a lot of people put Nigel up here with these four too. These four have actually been on a tear recently. April has been a character that's basically good at everything. Shredder has very insane nair that kind of outranges everything, combos into itself, do a lot. Zim, his range as well as projectile game and damage is absurd. Nigel, man, his comeback potential is insanely ridiculous. When I made that tweet though about sort of looking laterally, I got like a couple of weird responses. Not like weird responses, but just like mixed responses. I think it's a better way to put it for sure. I mean, people like Valak said, hard grease is most balanced the game's been. While characters in the top 5 are broken, it's significantly more doable to win than back and sponge and dominance. This is the interesting one I want to kind of talk about a little bit. Crease Stab, shout out him. He runs the Thirsty Thursday weeklies, or now bi-weeklies now that we have for this game. Fighting games that can receive balance updates are double-edged blades. Sure, devs can fix problems, but players will be so much more unsatisfied. Melee not having character change for 2 decades is doing fine. Nasby Doomers need more some perspective. So I think it's interesting to talk about, especially with Tafar's reply here. Or maybe the Doomers are right and the top 2 are significantly more frustrating to play against than anything in Melee. It's like, I feel like compared to a lot of people in the Nick community, I'm like one of the ones that comes more from the FGC side of things. So I'm kind of used to looking laterally at other games and kind of just looking at it. It's interesting comparing it to Melee top tier, so I don't think that's really the most apt comparison, right? I mean, granted, you have something like Jigglypuff, which people complain about all the time, and like Morph. Those are 2 that people really don't like fighting, if I remember correctly. Most fighting games now are pretty balanced, but there's often a lot of characters that like people complain about or play or dominant. That's kind of just the nature of the beast of fighting games, right? I'm just even looking at laterally other fighting games, modern fighting games, for example. Dragon Ball Fighterz. I mean, that's the one that everyone knows. Balanced game, right? Dragon Ball Fighterz top 8 character distribution take from 17 tournaments post Lab Quote 21 release. 136 teams. 85 of them have Lab Coat 21 on them. 40 of them have, this is Vegito, right? Vegito Blue. 32 Gogeta Blue. 30 Android 21. The other 21, and 25 Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, I believe that is. With extra perspective, it can always be it can always be a bit worse, right? In fact, I think I even saw a video. I'm not sure if I watched it. I don't think I watched it actually. That even talked about why she's very good. Tick throw off the auto combo. Okay, it's always a good thing. Oh, she just seems so absurdly good. No one on the roster has a draft. You can't punish that? Oh my god. Double sided, that move looks crazy. Oh my god, that goes far. It's -3? No, it is -3. Holy shit. What? Okay, that's actually nutty. Yeah, you can't zone her. Like, she has crazy offensive tools. One of the best beams in the game, it looks like. Dude, this character looks absolutely insane. So we see people were talking about how good April and like Shredder are in Nick is just like, it could be worse. It could very much be worse. Malo Shiatsu, you really never know when it's time to jump, bro. 4, 5, oh my god. Meanwhile, I'm over here playing Trunks. I'm struggling to get 1 low, bro. Oh my god. It's invincible on frame 4. Oh my god, okay.
Oh, make me weak, mommy.
I was ready for that. A permanent 21% debuff. I think that's all I really need to show. till you described just how good a character like Lacko 21 is, right? So I mean, a kind of argument may be like, okay, well, Blackimar, well, that game is just really unbalanced right now. You can go to a more balanced fighting game and see that, you know, and the top tiers aren't as problematic as Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl top tiers, right? Well, let's hear what Kizzy K has to say about Guilty Gear Strive top tiers.
And to be honest with you, I would say these are the only two characters that have the best of everything. Any player that plays these characters are a big threat.
The best of everything. Any character that plays these characters, any player that plays these characters is a
two biggest
big
popular
threat.
characters. Every time you see a Leo, you almost see an upset. Every time you see a Ram, you always see an upset. These are literally the two dominating the best of everything, which is why I put them exclusively together. Nobody else. Literally nobody else is on this level. But we can both agree that these characters are the most alphabetical characters I've ever seen. Alphabetical slaughter. And you guys know exactly where I'm about when I say alphabetical slaughter.
Alphabetical slaughter.
This is the most ABC character I've ever seen in my life, bro. This character is like Goo Goo Gaga, like at his peak. You just gotta take the diaper off eventually. That's all I'm saying. It'd be stinky.
These characters literally hit A, B, and C, and we'll send your ass to F. I gotta throw it to.
So wait, that's another really balanced fighting game with really good top tiers right now. There are ABC ass characters, as Kizzy K put it. Hey, it's future Blackimar transporting through space and time with the power of the infinity do-rag on my head here. Just wanted to add in something I think I forgot to mention in this video. Some may think it's a little weird for me to compare a platform fighter to traditional fighting games. To compare Nick's balance and more platform fighters though, I think other platform fighters definitely still have clear issues with their balance. The first one comes to mind is Smash Ultimate, which is just like, I feel like they hate a new character every week, dude. Like I can probably search Steve on Twitter and get a salt tweet. 1 second, actually, I'm gonna try that. Here we go. Well, it's not a salt tweet, but absolutely wild how Steve gets easy 40-50% plus combos off his near lagless up tilt, jab, grab, up air, and sometimes other aerials as well. His combos aren't that hard to do either. Character's insane. Not to mention disadvantage being great, having comeback mechanic, broken ledge trapping, good kill power, command grab projectile follow-ups. And this just ain't just like some random scrub either. It's Mr. R tweeting this. On top of that, I remember people having lots of issues with Kazuya. I'm pretty sure people are talking about him, as well as Pyra and Mithra still, I'm pretty sure. So not the best example there. And things like Royals of Ether and Slap City, they're like in better spots now balance-wise, but they were not always like that. As someone who played a good amount of Royals of Ether when it first came out, and watched a good amount of Slap City when it first came out as well, those games definitely had balance issues. Those games had lots of heavy balance issues for sure. In fact, Royals of Ether recently had some major balance issues when the new DLC characters came out, or the workshop characters, whatever they're called. Yeah, Olympia is fucking broken. I lied. Character needs significant changes. I couldn't tell how dumb they were when diddling, but after playing other characters, what the fuck is that character, man? Holy fuck, Olympia is so broken. Every goddamn move has insane frame rate and an amazing hitbox to boot. Not only that, but her weight is insanely good. Has nutty recovery. This was just like in February, by the way. Yeah, hold on was killing absurdly. Hold on was going absurdly early off of that move, plus the up B. And even still, after the characters got nerfed, it was just like, I'm pretty sure Olympia, Palm, and Malo are considered like some of the best characters in the game. So it's like, platform fighter balance is not too much better than Nick right now, I'll say that. All three of these games that I mentioned, they had all their balance issues at launch. Remember launch Olimar and Ultimate? Good times, good times. Anyway, I'm gonna head back to the future. My people need me. Bow. So it's like, I don't know. When I say Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl balance is like, it's not that bad, I'm just saying it's not that bad. I think some people kind of got the impression that I think it's like really good, which of course is flawed in some ways. I think characters like Zim, April, and like Shredder definitely need a couple of nerfs for sure. But I think it's mostly just, it could be worse. Not 100% is ABC. At least Zim got a press D. That's funny. The balance is pretty fucking bad in some situations, but in a lot of fighting games. Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. The balance is bad, it's just not fun. The top 4 characters shit on 85% of the cast, save for 1 or 2 characters each for them might have close to even. I agree with Tafar to an extent, right? He does make a good point. The game doesn't need to be poorly balanced, but I don't think it's necessarily poorly balanced per se. I think, well, it's weird. It's kind of hard for me to talk about this without comparing to other games. So I played so many other fighting games, right? I'm interested in so many other games in the genre. I wouldn't even say the top 4 really shit on everyone. Like, well, April kind of does. Shredder kind of does. But Nigel and Zim definitely have characters that are fine against them. I think Danny and like Helga, for example, do fine into Zim. Nigel, he's a normal heavyweight. He has normal heavyweight problems. So characters like Danny or like Garfield that can like beat the shit out of heavyweights kind of just beat the shit out of him as well. These characters do have flaws, well, except April, but she's kind of the exception to this. She's just kind of insane. I think the issue is that these characters have one or two over-centralizing moves. That might be it, honestly. Because I'm thinking about other fighting games, like a characters like Luke in Street Fighter 5, or Happy Chaos, or like Ramlethal in Strive. It's like, at least they, you know, they have press other buttons. With Shredder, it's like he just presses dare and kind of just like zoning for free. Same thing happens with Zim too. Zim can press Nair and Gur, I suppose, but it's just like, it's not too much. Nigel and Zim have weirdly close to even matchups. Oh, definitely. I think Helga versus Zim personally is an even matchup. I think it may just be the new patch being very close, right? I mean, that kind of makes people sort of resent the old, kind of want the new to get here, which I get that. But I mean, I'm just trying to be realistic about the balancing, dude. The state of it is just, it's not bad. People always say that, you know, characters up here invalidate the ones down here, but I think like as long as you're like within this area, Mikey and above, you're fine. Even Beats here, I think this area is also fine, they gotta work harder, and I think that's okay. That kind of just happens in fighting games. I'm just I felt like I was on a bit of a hill by myself, but I think some people are kind of a bit more turning around to it. Yeah, the balance is just, it's fine. The game is in a pretty balanced state at the moment for sure. I don't know. Oh, here's my thoughts on it though. What are your thoughts? You think I'm crazy? Not crazy? If you're watching on YouTube, let me know in the comments.